clic. Yo, c'est Aku, aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour le tournage et la suite évidemment de Vampyr. J'espère que vous allez mal car moi je vais bien. Et on retrouve notre Dr.Acula dans cette magnifique tenue. Et il me donne pas accès à cet endroit. Is this all? Alors, quarantaine grippe, veuillez ne pas entrer dans cette zone de l'ordre de la commission de santé. Ouais. Ouais. Avis public, prévention de la grippe espagnole. Bla 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 bla, comme d'habitude. Encore les Espagnols. La vache espagnole, la grippe espagnole, tout est lié. Ah là 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 là. Place-toi. Donc ça c'est des malades. Comme je puis bien m'en douter. Ouais, du coup, porte fermée, évidemment. Et là, évidemment, il n'y a rien. Ah. Donc, du coup... Ah, mais comment... Oh là là. Bonjour, madame, monsieur.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Au revoir, docteur. Donc, qualité de 100 000.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to London
Dorothée!
Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has
On
been
t'a
prepared.
trouvé, Dorothée! Tu es là! J'ai des questions, Dorothée!
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Est-ce que tu veux? Est-ce qu'il a été mordu?
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Thank you.
Dorothée! Dorothée! 2000 points d'expérience! Heureux, vous m'excuserez la maladie. Hein. Un noir médecin.
Good evening, sir.
Il
I'm
vient
Dr.
du Japon.
Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Quoi? Vendre? Fusil de 1000 tonnes. Ok. Ah, toi t'es pas Dorothée, toi t'es qui toi?
Another night.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Elle est en plus que bonne santé, la mamie.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
T'es qui, toi?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Des détails sur lui. C'est un salaud.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Come now, we can handle this.
Toi, t'es quoi?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Alors, qu'est-ce que tu peux me dire sur toi?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Bonjour.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Alors, est-ce que qu'est-ce que t'as dans Vie à Londres? Petit hôpital, docteur Stitch, quel sujet?
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Mal. Question personnelle, rôle du 5.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
But in the circumstances, I'm...
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I will see you later. Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You are not a burden, sir.
And you have my...
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
But in the circumstances,
I have to go now.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs.
Oh, il y a à vous. L'hôpital ne peut plus accepter de nouveaux patients à cause de l'épidémie de grippe. Hôpital complet, veuillez rentrer chez vous. Oh là 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 là. Un hôpital n'est jamais complet. C'est de la bouffe ça. Oh, il brille juste. Il brille comme un papillon. Il brille comme un papillon. Et bah bravo. La grippe espagnole tue affreusement.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Ah là 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 là. C'est compliqué ce jeu. Hein. Oh. D'autres trucs à faire.
I'm sorry you ended.
Waouh. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Il y a une forte odeur de sang ici. Hein.
It's locked. You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your...
Oh putain, c'est un hindou et c'est un voleur.
I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
Écoutez, dans le prochain épisode, on va lui péter la gueule. Bon, c'était un coup, j'espère que cet épisode vous aura plu. N'oubliez pas de vous abonner à ma chaîne, de laisser un petit pouce bleu. Et je sais plus quoi faire. Bref, c'était un coup. Partagez ma vidéo, ça me fera beaucoup plaisir. Et dans le prochain épisode, on va péter la gueule à cet hindou. Allez, c'était un coup. Sur ce, bye bye.